This was a very special Passover, as Yeshua announces that during this Passover he will die. The room had a table but no chairs, because Jews sat on the floor and reclining on a pillow. This was to remind them that there are no longer slaves but can behave as free people. The Passover began on the 14th of Nisan in the evening. When Yeshua said, "This is my body," he was pointing to a very specific Passover bread, which is the unleavened flat bread. The leaven represented sin, and therefore Yeshua was saying that his body had no sin. The bread was also stripped as Yeshua's body, which had marks from the Roman whip. The bread also had to be pierced so that light would go through it. Yeshua's body was also pierced by Roman nails and with a spear to his side. In the Jewish Passover Seder, you take out one piece of the matzah from the middle compartment of the matzah bag, break it in half, and hide one half in linen cloth. This part of the half matzah bread remains hidden until the later part of the evening. This practice is done even till today, but there are no good explanations provided by Judaism why is this performed in this particular way. According to the Messianic Judaism, the three unleavened breads in the matzah bag represent three persons of the Godhead: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The breaking of the middle loaf is a picture of Yeshua's death, and the wrapping in linen cloth that is hidden represents his burial. The reappearance of the loaf later in the ceremony symbolizes Yeshua's resurrection. It is also important to remember that during Passover Seder you are to drink 4 cups of wine. As everything in Jewish tradition, this also has a very specific meaning. 2 cups are drunk before the main meal and the other 2 after the meal, which is joined with an unwrapping of the hidden loaf of bread. The most interesting is that the 3rd cup is called the cup of the redemption, which in Judaism symbolizes the physical redemption of the Hebrew firstborn from the 10th plague in Egypt. In the case of Yeshua, it is the 3rd cup because he rose on the 3rd day. As I mentioned before, this is the last Passover that Yeshua observed with his disciples. During his ministry, he did observe Passovers with his disciples before, but this will be a special one. Yeshua said that this will be his last Passover, meaning the last until the Messianic kingdom. Yeshua, however, tells his disciples to remember this moment and repeat it in the remembrance of him.